All right, keeping composure. So let's break down that first half with our guys, Barrett Sully and Chip Patterson. Guys, we'll get to the game in just a second, but I want to talk about some unfortunate injury news for Arkansas. KJ Jefferson leaving the game with an injury. Looked like a leg injury. Chip, I'll start with you. Without KJ Jefferson, you see it here how it all went down. It was on that fumble there as he was going for a first down. But without KJ Jefferson, I mean, what is the hope for Arkansas? It just seems like that is such a big blow to their offense.
Yeah, Jacqueline, it's massive, and I think that you've got an Arkansas offense that already was a little bit lost. You know, you think about the fact they make the midseason change from Dan Enos, who had just been hired before the season after Kendall Browse leaves. Now all of a sudden, KJ Jefferson, who had been the constant there. Remember, Rocket Sanders has not really been a part of this offense for most of the season, and so without KJ Jefferson as well knocked out of the game, you've got a play caller who hasn't been in for the entire season. You've got a quarterback who hasn't been in for the entire season. Your primary skill players who you thought would be, the core of the offense, they're not there. So I would say that you've got a lot of people in new positions in a big deficit against a defense in Missouri that is very good, and they're just pinning their ears back. So it is a losing scenario and kind of a devastating blow if you were looking for this to be a nice bounce back for Sam Pittman in Arkansas after the announcement that he would be retained. Now it's moving the other way where it's just going to be a lot of disappointment in Fayetteville.
Yeah, Arkansas doesn't have an identity. Arkansas's identity is KJ Jefferson. Even through all of the things that Chip just mentioned, the only way that Arkansas moved the football without Rocket Sanders, without Dan Enos, is KJ Jefferson putting that team on his back, quite literally, because you saw on that run, he was carrying dudes with him. That's what KJ Jefferson does. That's the only way they consistently move the chains. And so without him, no offense to Jacoby Criswell, he's not KJ. Now, they can do a lot of similar things, so the offense doesn't really have to change that much. But the offense needed a change to begin with. That's why Dan Enos got fired last month. So it's a lost offense, a lost cause at this point. I think the only way Arkansas could get back in this is do the impossible, and that's bottle up Cody Schrader defensively and force Missouri into some offensive mistakes. And Missouri hasn't done that all year. So things are going to get out of hand, I'm afraid.